on the settlement between the City of North Charleston and the state of South Carolina. Let me say it was a lot of hard work and effort going in to make this happen. There were some key players in making it happen. The Secretary of Commerce, Bobby Hitt, was heavily engaged at the direction of the governor. Everybody knows the Department of Commerce is a division of state government that's underneath the governor, and she has supported him in engaging North Charleston in debate, as well as trying to find some closure to the issue. Senator Hugh Leatherman has been a key worker in trying to find some form of settlement so that we could move the state of South Carolina forward in his role as the Senate Finance Committee chair, trying to make sure that the state remains solvent in its ability to raise revenues to operate the state. We have sometimes smiled at each other, we've sometimes laughed at each other, and sometimes we've cursed each other. But out of all of it, at the end of the day, we came out as friends and willing to work together for the betterment of the state of South Carolina and the betterment for the city of North Charleston.
This truly is a great night in South Carolina, and I will tell you the reason this is great is because this is leadership at its finest. This was the mayor who was watching out for his people and his community. This was Director Hitt, previously by Joe Taylor, realizing that this means jobs. This was Senator Leatherman understanding that the state needed to get involved, the railways for being such a part of it, the council for saying, yes, we can do it, and Buck Limehouse for mediating the whole thing all the way through. And I will tell you, what pleases me more is if you want to work for the people, then give them results. The results of this agreement means jobs, jobs, jobs. Because this lets me tell every CEO that yes, we're going to have those post-Panamax ships coming in. This port is going to be the most valuable. It's going to be the most accessible, and we are going to be a true place for you to have your business and to be successful at. So I want to thank all the parties involved. This was not easy, but the one thing that everybody behind me had in common was they were going to get this job done, and they did get this job done. And for that, it should make everybody in South Carolina very proud. Thank you.
It's very, very important that we do our business in South Carolina in a way that fits in with the needs of the communities in which we operate. This process has gone on for many years, going from when the port moved from Daniel Island to the Navy base, and the closing of the Navy base 15 years ago, and all the changes that have come. This is a lot to digest. It's important that we do this in the right way and in a sensitive way. And I believe, Mr. Mayor, you and I together sitting at the table will get that done. The governor will be pushing me the whole time, as she usually does. And with the support from the Finance Committee and others, we're going to get things done that we need to get done to make the right impact here in the Low Country. There's a great commitment by the state in what we're doing, probably about $1 billion, I think you told me, Senator Grooms, with all the harbor deepening, the terminals being built and the like. And needless to say, we need to make sure this works. That means we need to do our transportation study. We need to pay attention to the details, and we need to make it work. We need to make it work for the city, for the state, for the port, for everybody. And so I thank you, Mr. Mayor. We had an enjoyable process. Sorry it took so long, but sometimes things take a little time to gel. And so it's been a fruitful process for South Carolina and North Charleston. And I grew up downtown, but I've moved the line now. So I've moved Broad Street all the way up to about Remount Road, just to make sure we're all on the same page here.
Mayor, thank you so much. You're right, we had good times, we had bad times, but we came out of it friends, and that's important. I want to thank you for your willingness to work with the state of South Carolina for the good of your city. And everybody knows in your heart you're after the good for your city. There's no question in my mind ever, no question in anyone's mind. I want to also thank your council for being willing to take this on, and particularly Councilman Ron Brinson, been very, very involved in resolving this issue. Governor, it is a great night for South Carolina, and it's, I think, the beginning of something that will be far greater than we can ever imagine here this evening when we get the port deepened and the rail up and going. One of the beautiful things about this is taking those trucks that we will take off I-26 That's something a lot of people lose sight of. When we start shipping out by rail, it won't be going out by truck. And I'm just so excited about it. Buck Limehouse, thank you. You were great guidance in taking us through the mediation, through all the meetings we had, keeping us on track, and making sure that no one took advantage of anyone, because that was not the intent. But had we tried, I know you would have been there. Mayor, again, thank you for what you do for your area down here.
This has been a lot of effort, and it's been time consuming. It's been a burden on a lot of us trying to get to this point, because none of us are in favor of holding down growth and development. But what we have to make sure is that the quality of life is not diffused in what we do, and so this is an opportunity to make sure that happens. So everybody that's been engaged, I truly do greatly appreciate it.